Good evening and happy Thursday, groovy citizens. Okay, let me first start by saying I did not make it to the gym today. And the reason why I didn't, today is my cardio only day, but I just could not do it, y'all. When I tell you that my back hurts, please believe me. Yesterday, as you know, was back day, and my deadlift, my overload set on my deadlift ended with 295 for 2 beautiful reps. Y'all, they were so pretty. But as a result of that, my back is feeling it today. So I did not get up to go and do cardio because I just feel so stiff. I ain't lying. Y'all should see me walking around. But I put on some Bengay. Before I came out the house, I actually put some on my knees and my back. And I'm trying to tell you, I hope I can do this video without tearing up because the stuff is so strong, it's making my eyes water. But you know what? You do what you have to do because tomorrow is all about the upper body. And I think I have 170. I'm going to do 170 again on my bench because I'm trying to hit it for 2 beautiful ones. So let's jump into today's topic. Well, first, before I say that, I hope you all's day is going great. Everyone had a great, productive day. I'm pretty sure some are a little more busier than others, but productive nonetheless. So today's topic is, what do you believe? What do you believe? So you don't know what you've got until all hell breaks loose. You don't know what you can take until the pressure is applied on your life. You don't know what you can endure until people stab you in the back and walk away from you. You don't know how much courage you have until you've been under the fire and under the struggle and under tribulation. Now, this is a quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes, and as I was watching, and unfortunately I need to start making note of which video that came from so I can let you all know that, but as I was watching the video and he was talking, and I don't know about you all, but Bishop T.D. Jakes just has that voice that when he starts to talk, you want to listen because you know he's going to share some good stuff. And that's how my pastor emeritus, Dr. H. Beecher Hicks Jr. is. When he starts to talk, it's like E.F. Hutton. You want to listen because you know he's going to be telling you some good stuff. But as he was saying that, I began to think about, really let the words of what he was saying sink in. Because it really does make you stop and think. And, you know, like I said, what do you believe? And so I want you all to start talking about and thinking about, what is it that you believe? You know, what do you believe about yourself? That's specifically what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what do you believe in terms of the world and other people, your neighbors, your family members, your enemies, all of that. I'm not talking about any of that. I want to know, what do you believe about you? Because here's what else I know. In life, people will say all kinds of things about us. People will believe all kinds of things about us. But to be honest with you, it's never about what they think or what they believe. It's always about, what do you believe? See, I don't know about you all, but I believe that I can do anything that I set my mind to. I believe that if I put my mind to doing something, that I'm going to make it happen. And you can't tell me otherwise. You really can't. I mean, you can tell me that, but I'm not going to buy it because I believe in me. I believe in my ability to achieve the goals that I set for myself. This is why I'm always telling you guys to get out your journals. This is why let me say this. This is why some people have vision boards. I do not. Only because I can't take that vision board everywhere I go. But this is why I have a vision book, because I write down my goals, my dreams, my ideas, and I act on them because I believe that I can do it. I just have to. Now, here's the other thing. Sometimes we're going to believe in ourselves, and we may not necessarily always have the tools that we need to accomplish those goals, but don't let that discourage you. Let that be the reason why you say, you know what, I want to do ABC or XYZ. I don't have all the tools that I need to make that happen, but I'm going to figure out how I can get it. This is when your journal comes into play, y'all. this is when your journal comes into play, because you can then write down what it is that you want to accomplish. See how that works? Write down what you want to accomplish, and then you list out line by line. You may have 4 or 5 things on your list, but you may have 20 or 30 things on your list. Doesn't really matter to me. List out what you need. So if you know that you want, so here's a perfect example. I told you guys yesterday of my goal and my dream, and I believe I can do it, for growing the Another Chance ministry at my church as it relates to individuals who have been incarcerated and helping them to have a better life. Because unfortunately, sometimes I think society forgets about those individuals. Well, guess what? They're people too. Doesn't matter what they did to end up being incarcerated, they are still people too. They have feelings just like you and I have. So we can't throw them away like yesterday's garbage. And so I believe that I can really do some good with that ministry. And so I began to put pen to paper to figure out what it is that I need. And so just starting off with just writing down, first of all, I started off by writing down the idea of what I think it should look like, and then starting to list out. I'll work on that a little bit more tonight. I have women's Bible study at 7, and so I'm going to finish up this vlog, go home, eat my dinner so I can read my lesson and be prepared for that. And then I'm going to sit down and write out everything that I'm going to need. And I don't really think I need a whole lot. Well, you know what? I might, because this is another great reason why I'm glad I'm taking this grant writing class, because I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. And of course, I really don't have the funding to do all that I would like to do, because I just see this being such a big thing. And if I know my church, the historical Metropolitan Baptist Church, I know that we do things in a big way. Always have, always will. And I know that our motto, Metropolitan Cares, is not just something that we say, it's something that we do. We put action behind that. We do care. And so I have no doubt that this is going to be a big thing, but it's going to take a lot. But I said all of that to say, some point in time today, or maybe tomorrow, depending on whenever you're watching this video. Actually, whenever you watch this video, it doesn't matter to me if you watch this video 30 days from now. I need you to still sit down and figure out, what did I say my topic was? What do you believe? What do you believe? Because if you sit back and you allow people that are closest to you, and y'all, let me tell you something, that hurts the worst. Can I just say that hurts the worst, when people around you try to tell you that you can't do something? That hurts the worst. And I'm so thankful that I don't have people like that in my inner circle, or people like that in my life that try to tell me what I can't do. You want to make me angry? Tell me I can't do something. Tell me that I can't do something, and you will see a Michelle that you probably have never seen before. I become a whole different animal. Let me say that, because you will not tell me what I can't do. Don't do that. And I'm asking you all not just to not do that to me, but I'm asking you all not to do that to anybody. Don't tell anybody what they can't do. If you know me, then you know I don't ever tell anybody what they can't do. Even if their idea, their goal, their dream is so far-fetched, it just sounds crazy as all get out, I'm still going to say, well, you know what? You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Now, we may need to tweak that just a little bit to kind of rein it in, if you will, to make it work. But I am never going to tell anybody what they can't do. So I need you all to stop believing the naysayers. Stop believing those individuals that have told you that you can't be something. Especially when people say, well, you ain't gonna never be this, that, or the other, because your daddy wasn't this, your mama wasn't that, you grew up here, you grew up there. Honey, let me tell you something. I don't care nothing about, I was getting ready to say something else, but I don't care nothing about where you grew up. I mean, I do care, but it doesn't matter where you grew up. Doesn't matter who your mom and daddy is. Doesn't matter whether or not you have a degree, because there are so many people that don't have degrees that are millionaires and billionaires right now. Come on, somebody. Now, having a degree is always a great thing, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, if you don't, that doesn't mean you can't be successful. But again, you've got to cut out the naysayers. Stop believing people when they tell you that you can't do something, because some folks in life, their only goal is to break you down. They don't want anything out of life, and that's why they're going to always tell you what you can't have. Well, guess what? When somebody says that, on the off chance that it happens, I put on my best smile. And as y'all can see, I have on my lip gloss. My lips all glossy. I put on my best smile. I wore braces for 4.5 years, so I give them my best smile. And I say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for that information that I'm going to file away with all the other garbage that I'm going to collect today. Thank you for that information that I didn't even ask you for. And then I say, now let me go off and show you what I can do. Because here's my thing. I can show you better than I can tell you. You can say whatever you want about me. It doesn't matter. Now, will it bother me to a certain extent? Of course it does, because we're all human. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Because what you say, it means nothing to me, because it's not going to make or break me. It doesn't deter me from reaching for my goals. So all I'm asking you all to do is to think about, what do you believe? Regardless of what people tell you about you, what do you believe about you? And that's what you need to ride with. Because guess what? Maybe somebody told you you're a loser and you believe that you are. Well, I mean, if you believe you are, there's nothing I can do about that other than try to encourage you to think otherwise. But if you choose to believe that, then so be it. But I'm going to tell you something else. If you choose to sit back and believe all of the negative stuff that people say about you, honey, you will never go anywhere in life. You will never go anywhere in life, and you will always stay exactly where you are. I don't plan on doing that, because you can't tell me what I can't do. You just can't. I'm not having it. And I don't want you to have it either. Always tell yourself you can go out here and do anything that you are big enough and bad enough to do. You can go out here and do anything that you put your mind to. And sometimes your resources. Pull together your team. Whatever it is that you have to do, you can do it. You can do it. So don't let anybody deter you. Don't let anybody, just talk you out of living your dreams. What's for you is for you. And that's the takeaway, really. What's for you is for you. God has smiled on you. He smiled on me. And guess what? What's for me is for me. And there's nothing that you can say or do that's going to stop that. You can't block a blessing that God has for Michelle. You can't. Just like I can't block a blessing that God has for you. You just can't do that. There's no way in 10 hells or 100 heavens that you can ever do that. So stop letting people talk you out of doing what you want to do. Stop letting people make you believe that you're not good enough, because you're good enough for anything and anybody. And anybody tells you differently, you tell them to come see me, because I'm telling you, you are good enough. Start believing in you. I believe in you. I always have and I always will. I believe in each and every one of you. Many of you I've never met and probably never will meet, but I believe in you. So having said that, you guys, I'm going to head on inside. Like I said, I need to eat my dinner, get ready for my lesson. I have about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then we have our women's Bible study. Can't stay up too late, because I do, fingers crossed, y'all, fingers crossed that I can get up and get in the gym by 5, between 5 in the morning and 5:15. I'm really pushing for 5. So that means I'm going to have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I have to snooze once or twice. Y'all know how that goes. But I'm going to get in here, eat my dinner, get ready for Bible study, see what thus saith the Lord, and then I can just relax and chill for a little bit, and then I'm going to be going on to bed. But let what I said really marinate in your spirit. Let it truly resonate with you, and hopefully something that I said blesses you in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully something that I said encourages you to go out there and be the best that you can be. Because the best is out there. It has your name on it. It's just waiting for you. If you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. If this is not your first rodeo, welcome back. Missed you guys. I love you all to the moon and back, Ruby citizens of Earth. And I will talk to you all tomorrow morning when I do my next car vlog. Until then, take care.